Hello, this is a video recording about software installation in IDSC 3103 database class, and should roughly be happening at the end of the first class and definitely before the second class of the term. So for the remainder of this first class, you should install as much of the class software as possible. And please be aware that you must have all the installations complete before the next class. In addition, you must install MySQL Community Server first. You should install Toad for MySQL Client next, although the order of the after MySQL Server is installed does not matter. The remaining two pieces of software, namely Notepad++ Advanced Text Editor and ER Assistant for building entity relationship diagrams, or ERDs, will take only a couple of minutes to install at the most. Also note that the installation steps that you'll see in this video will not perfectly match your own installation attempt, but I believe that the general flow of the process is captured fairly well. Also, please check out the associated 3 video recordings, starting with this one, if we run out of time during class, which we most definitely will. So the videos, again, will not match your installation steps perfectly, but you should be able to figure it out and come up with successful installations before the second class of the term. Please also be aware that although I went through the installation process with MySQL Server and so-called SQL Pro client for Mac OS X, I'm not a Mac user, and I did not test all the SQL scripts, data imports, and so forth on this platform. Therefore, I cannot guarantee that everything will run exactly the same as it does on the MySQL Toad Windows system. I do believe, however, that you should be able to overcome the few technical difficulties and continue to use your Mac for this class. Finally, neither Notepad++ nor ER Assistant, those two pieces of software, are available for Mac. To my knowledge, please Google Notepad++ for Mac and ER Assistant for Mac to explore the alternatives and or talk to me. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the MySQL Community Server 5.7 installation. The first step is to open up a browser. I recommend to use Chrome, but you can use anything that you or Firefox or something you used to, and type dev.mysql.com/downloads/MySQL to get to the download MySQL Community Server landing page. Okay, scroll down towards the middle of the page and select my Microsoft Windows as your operating system. Notice that the Mac OS X is there as well. I'm going to also select the 64-bit version for this laptop I'm working on, but you should choose accordingly. Then scroll down to the first download button or go to download page. That's going to get you that MySQL installer package file. This directs you to another page. Download MySQL installer. If you scroll down towards the middle or bottom, I should say, of that one, you click then again on the download button next to the smaller MSI installer file. It should be about 18.5 meg for this version 19 that's currently available. Clicking on that download button gets you to the begin your download page with an Oracle web account, which you can skip, which you should skip by saying no thanks. Just start my download, and then download the file, the Windows installer package, into somewhere on your hard drive. I'm going to do the programs, MySQL, where I keep all the previous installers or previous versions I've used. Okay, once the installer downloads, okay, at this point, you can close. Continue download. You can close once it does download. You can close Chrome or the browser. Go to the folder where you downloaded the installer. Right-click and run the installation. Okay, notice that you have to be an administrator on your own machine for this to work, and you're going to have to sort of ascertain that a couple of times Um, yes, I'm going to try to close the background so it's sort of a clean recording. Okay, so once it goes through the first couple of steps, we're going to, of course, accept the license agreement. The key piece or the key step is choosing a setup type. That's the one that you should pause for a second. We only want the server. We don't want all the other bells and whistles, or some default clients. Only want the server. Okay, and we'll click next, and we'll execute the download. You should be able to monitor the progress of the download on the screen. It should not take too long. And then it's going to switch the status to installing, which should be pretty quick as well. And then you click next to get to the product configuration step. Just click next here, and we want to have a standalone MySQL server. This is going to be just a you know your own laptop is going to act as a server, so we don't need anything else. Configuration type, this is a development machine. The port number should be 3306. That matches what I have in my PDF. And then click next. And this is the key piece again, right? You have to create the root password that you're going to need later on, so I need to write it down and remember it. I'm going to use my typical password that I'm not going to tell you what it is. Repeat it. Okay, medium strength, whatever. Next, the service name should be MySQL 5.7. That's the standard systems account. Next, so what else do we have? Just basically, we should just be able to click next. We don't want any plugins, configurations, and then we're going to execute the configuration. So just need to monitor the configuration steps, making sure that the server actually starts. Once the server starts, it should be running every time you basically power up and log on to your computer. Okay. Okay, we don't need to log, we just need to finish. At this point, there's nothing for me to show to you because the server itself is running in the background. And what we need next, and we're going to reserve that for the second video, is we need a client, and we're going to use a Toad for MySQL to link up to the server, at which point you're going to have to remember that password you created during the server installation. So at this point, I'm going to stop this recording and continue with the client installation in the next video.